Hello. Hi Jennifer. How are you doing? I'm gonna try to do a video real quick. I know I really don't do videos. Yeah, because I've had my phone and I really haven't had a computer to do it. And yeah, my phone. Uh, and I really haven't felt like doing videos. I do have my little cat lady thing in my hair. I have the cat lady squad thing on. It's got my back is killing me like anything it says. Cat lady squad with the little cat ear thing on the hood. There's Buster sitting there. Life has been really kind of crappy lately. Let me give you a little lowdown. My dad, I don't have a dad anymore. I lost my dad. He passed away just over a year ago, September that just passed. So like a year and a half ago, basically, I lost my dad. He got very, very ill. He was a dialysis patient. He got a kidney transplant like a long, long time ago. Well, not that long ago, but whatever. And he was taking all kinds of stuff. He stubbed his toe one day and it got infected. It went up his leg and everything. His leg got sort of infected. He was going to remove his toe and part of his leg and everything, but then they had to remove part of his leg, and then he moved more of his leg, and then he had to remove his other leg. Yeah, so he had both legs amputated. He was just very, very ill. He had both legs amputated. He was a very ill man. All of a sudden, he didn't think he was going to die in the hospital, but once he knew it, he wanted out of the hospital. Yes, he did want out of the hospital. Nobody would take him out of the hospital. My sister was in charge of him. It just wasn't a good thing that she was in charge of him. But she just became very ill. He ended up having both legs amputated. Both of his arms was weeping. Yes, both arms were weeping. He had a voice box. He was still on dialysis. He had his colon removed. He had a breathing tube, a feeding tube. Madeleine is still here too. She's checking out my lunch I just ate. I just ate a little entree thing. They just have like a few little things in the entree. It's very hard for me to eat too. Anyways, so his arms were weeping. He had both legs amputated. He was still on dialysis. His colon was removed. He has a voice box, breathing tube, a feeding tube, just everything. He couldn't even speak. He was totally out of it. He didn't even know his name and everything. In the end, he didn't even know what was happening to him. I don't even think he knew that he passed away and everything, which ended up being good. He was a very ill man. So I haven't had a father. He died 3 days before his birthday. It was on September the 19th. He passed away. It was, I think, at 9:45 p.m. at night. Never thought that. He was only 65 years old, just about 66. I wasn't even allowed to do anything at his funeral, to have a say, to have anything. My brother got to say a little poem thing at his funeral. My sister had every say at his funeral, everything. Nobody phoned me, nobody gave me anything. I don't even know, like nobody gave me gift cards, gifts, flowers, like anything that you do at a funeral. Nothing. Nobody phoned me to say any condolences, nobody came, nobody anything. Whatever you do for a funeral, nobody gave me anything, nobody phoned me, nobody did anything. I never got a card, not anything. Nothing to nothing. Nothing. I got nothing to nothing. And of course, the way my mom and the way my brother are, even more so. And my brother always went to see my dad every weekend and every once in a while. I only seen my dad a couple times. I was never allowed to see my dad. Never anything. I never felt welcome. My brother and my sister never made me feel welcome. They made me feel guilty, bad, everything to everything, whatever. It was horrible. It was awful. I remember in the beginning, before my brother got involved and my sister really got involved and everything, I went to see my dad and he was on the cell phone and he didn't even know and how happy he was. And then everybody got involved and everything, did everything, whatever. I'm getting so fat. Blah, blah. I can't help it. Anyways. I'll never forget that, and that's what I need to remember. Then I started getting really sick and everything. My back got so bad, so worse. Like right now, I'm in major pain. It just keeps getting worse, my back. My hands got so bad, and I couldn't move my fingers. I went for therapy on them. It's so bad. I have to take a Ventol or something like that, or I can't move my hands and my arms. My back is so bad. It just keeps getting worse. It's gone down to my legs, my feet. I always have to go for epidural steroid injections. I have to take 2 pills. It just keeps getting worse. It did then. It was hard to see my dad at all. I was never welcome. What can I say, you know? See, with the funeral, everybody was giving roses, but me and my mom, you know. It's just a horrible thing, you know. Shortly after that, in December, my oldest cat, Spaz, I don't know if everybody remembers my oldest cat, Spaz, that was homeless, the orange, beigey one, whatever, one that was always in the basement. He got an ear infection, then he got really sick. He started peeing up himself. Of course, I didn't have my dad anymore. I couldn't drive me anywhere, but there's a vet here that I'd been going to. I had to take him there. Before that, he was mean to my cat before. He cut my cat before and everything. He didn't pay for anything. The vet here was horrible, whatever. But I could only take him here. He put the catheter in him and was watching him. He took video and pictures of my cat without me knowing and everything. But he was mean to me, put his finger in my face and all this crap. He's Pakistan anyways, whatever, blah, blah. And he was horrible to me. He charged me like over $1,000 and all this crap before. He said, because you're a disability, we're supposed to be friends and like family. I wasn't going to charge you much, but he did. He overcharged me. He charged me all this stuff, and he made up all these charges and everything. They were all these weird charges. They didn't even make sense and everything, all these weird things and everything. And my cat wasn't even well, and I called him at night, like, you didn't make him better. He's still peeing himself, and he's not going in the litter box. Oh, no, you'll be better the next day, blah, 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 and all this stuff and everything. And then he says to me all this crap and everything. And he wasn't better. He was worse. He was peeing way up himself, like up here, to here himself, almost up his neck. And I'm like, I was researching, like, on the internet, like, my cat should have been dead by then, and blah, 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 you know. And then I didn't know what to do. I thought, I have to take him to the regular vet in the city. It's going to cost me a taxi. But I had this taxi driver that's with disability. I knew, and he's a really nice man. I'm like, can you help me? I don't know if I should go here to this other vet that's supposed to be so good here. If I should go in the city, you know. And I just thought, so I called the one here. Oh, the vet isn't available. I'm like, there's got to be the vet here. They got to be on staff. There's always got to be one here. I'm like, whatever. I guess I got to go to the city. I'm like, to the vet, can you give me a good price? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm just waiting, and he took me out there. He gave me a really good price. This man's a really nice man, you know. So I took him there, and it's just so awful because before that, of course, my brother Nuts was fighting with me and everything, and so violent. And I'm like, you know, this is the last memory that my cat has here, you know, being scared and everything, and fighting here, you know, and then going to this vet here that he was afraid of the vet there, and being locked away in this small little cage here, and this guy here, you know, doing God knows what here, you know, and everything. Now going off to another vet here, in a different vet, and being in a cage here and everything, like this poor cat, catheter after catheter after catheter here, you know, and then some kind of dialysis here, and God knows what, if they abused them at the other vet here, and God knows what. And then it's right before Christmas, and I gotta go through all this crap, but so does my cat here, you know. And I remember listening to him on the phone and listening to him cry, and he was probably just trying to say to me, take me home, you know, I'll be better, or just let me die at home here, or whatever. I'm old, I'm scared, you know. And 10 days before Christmas, I had to put him down. I mean, selfishly, just think of me, what I had to go through, losing my cat. I had him for like just over 20 years. I never had a pet that long, or a cat, and this just came out of the blue. And just in September, going through everything with my dad and everything, and losing my dad, now losing this cat, and out of the blue and everything, and just at Christmas time, you know, I had never put a pet down. I had never wanted to. Christmas time, everything, you know, just came out of the blue. And then all of a sudden, after that, here comes Jellybean with her cancer and everything, and I'd already gone through with her and everything. I never wanted to go through with it again, and here I'm going through it again. She had already gone through 2 surgeries and everything, and going through crap and everything, and these guys are nuts here and everything, and living in this house that's so unhealthy and everything, like, these rugs never being washed and everything, you know, like, the vents never being cleaned and everything, living with all these rodents in the attic and everything, and rodents in the garage and everything, and I own so much crap, and I just keep owning more and more. I'm trying to pack and everything. It's just one thing after another, after another, after another. I mean, these guys are already sick, like, you know, summer I keep going through, heart murmur, no heart murmur, I never know. And summer with her ulcers in her eyes, I keep going through and everything, and upper respiratory all the time. And this guy here, as you see, he's got these black spots. I don't know what they are, and he keeps licking and scratching and chewing all the time, and taking prednisone, which I don't like all the time. And then he has obstipation and everything, you know. And my mom with her dog getting sick all the time and everything. My brother, his dog, Buddy, getting old and always being sick, and he has a really bad heart and everything, and whatever, and all his pills and everything. You know, I'm just like, no more, no more, no more. But Jellybean, she got her cancer back, and Jellybean's cancer was worse than ever. She just got sicker and sicker and sicker. I remember taking to her store, and the woman in the store was like, oh, take her out of here. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. She's gonna die any day, Jellybean. You've got to be kidding me. Jellybean, I went through so much with her. I was getting every kind of treat, every kind of food, and trying to get her to eat soft food, hard food, the sprinkle stuff. Everything, treats, looking for anything, everything. And then I went through another surgery with Jellybean. She went through 3 Jellybean. I can't even talk because of Jellybean. I can't believe I lost Jellybean. Yep, I lost another cat. What I went through with Jellybean and its cancer. Jellybean went through another surgery. And then she went through a round of chemotherapy. I went through a round of chemotherapy with a cat too. And I lost Jellybean. I couldn't believe it, but what she went through, how she was. But she went through pills too. I went through different pills with her too. And how she was, how she acted, and how she was on the floor here and everything the day before I put her down. And going there. I didn't even think I was going to put her down. But how it was shaking, how I had to sit. And you have no idea. I had to put her on these pills. She was on 2 different pills. But what I went through. But I had to go and have therapy on my hands too. I wish I didn't have to go and have therapy on my hands because I would have spent more time with her. But Summer being sick. But now Madeleine misses her so much. And Madeleine is peeing on the floor, pooping on the floor. Madeleine has a little bit of onset of kidney thing. You have no idea what I've been going through. And my brother's dog all of a sudden got so sick, like anything. And we just had to put my brother's dog down, going through another animal, putting him down. But I think back, right now I'm having a hard time breathing. I think about Spaz getting sick, putting him down. I think about putting Jellybean down. He got so sick. I think it was the 6th or the 4th or something like that of December. We just had to put Buddy down, and just before Christmas a little bit too. So we lost him. We just got a new dog. Well, it's my brother's dog that you see, Jennifer. It's actually my brother's dog, and now we have a new dog around, so we're teaching him new things, and we're being around another new pet. But it's these guys being around another new pet too. So we're thinking, how are these guys taking a new pet, but how are these guys taking not having Buddy too, you know? So yeah. But yeah, Summer was just really sick too, just before Christmas for over a month. And I was really worried about her. I thought maybe she's gonna die, but she had her upper respiratory so bad. You know, I mean, my sister's not as nice or anything, but she got me like next to nothing for Christmas. I really know how she feels. She got my mom and brother more than me, way more than me, and I spent so much money on her. And she's like, oh, we spent like the same. It's like, no, you know, I'm really knowing how people feel, but I'm so in debt with my credit cards. I've never been so in debt in my life. I never thought I'd be so in debt. You know, I'm so in debt with my credit cards. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to ever pack all my stuff. It's going to take me so long because I'm so much pain with everything. But they found out that I have a huge nodule right here. Lots of nodules in my neck. I have to have a total thyroidectomy. I have to have a thyroidectomy in March. All the pre-stuff is in February. And it's a start of cancer in there. So, yeah, I have a start of cancer in there. So, yeah.